Hey Leo, what's going on? This is Jen catching you on DTWJLife. Hope you're all having a great day, and welcome to Pisces season. Yeah, this is definitely a time where we are in the 12th house. It's a time of endings, healing, closure, and spirituality. Very interesting. What's coming up at the bottom of the deck is Quake Upright. You're looking at pragmatic changes that need to be made. And they need to be made ASAP. You have Neptune, which is Pisces ruler, and the North Node. What is it that you need to accomplish in your Dharma as you're living right now? Yeah, first two videos I had to have the camera off of me because it was much worse, trust me. But anyway, moving forward, North Node moving forward, there are pragmatic changes that you do have to make, and you have to make them very soon. If there's something wrong with your wardrobe, fix it. If there's something wrong with how you treat people, look inside of yourself and see why you're treating people the way that you are. Do they deserve it? Do they not deserve it? Why? Go over the pros, the cons, no bullcrap. Take the time out with a notepad and a pen. And I'm talking physical paper. And write all this stuff down and go over it when it comes to your relations with others. If it has to do with your property, changes have to happen stat. Not just ASAP, but stat. They gotta happen now. Because with some of you, it seems like some of your yards are dying up. There might be something wrong with your roof. There might be something wrong with the side of your house. Or who knows? Get it checked out. Check the thing out. See it for what it really is instead of ignoring it. And start working on it. Woo-wee. It's a lot of work, yes, and it's going to take money, honey. But I know you guys. You are so giving. You use that money to lavish people with gifts and comforts. And that's really nice of you. But you need to work on your pragmatics too. So scale back on the comforts and the warmth and all that stuff and get into changing your pragmatics because they are not looking good. Whether you're a male or female, if you look at this woman sitting the way that she's sitting, it's like you do have everything that you need and that you want, but it's falling apart around you because you're focusing too much on what is desired, perhaps addictions, instead of focusing on what pragmatically needs to be resolved, restored, changed. So I'm going to pull up a card for each of the sections of the 12th house here for Pisces, one for endings. Healing. Closure. Thank you. Spirituality. Okay. This is a general reading. And I just want to quickly remind you that if you were looking for a personal reading, they are discounted up until June. Information's in the description. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Coming up in endings, what is ending for you? I would say taking a detached approach to how you communicate with other people is coming to an ending. Reason why? You're coming across as very superficial. And the reason why you're coming across this way is because something had ended and you're looking to maintain the peace that you have. And that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you're coming up a little bit superficial here. It's like you've almost completely lost grip of reality. And I know that sounds harsh, but when you don't use your judgment, your better judgment psychologically during Pisces season, you can get lost so quick in things. So it's kind of time to bring it back down to earth, and I'm really glad that I said that because we got 2 air and 2 earth cards here. Yeah. Coming up in healing. Yeah, so what is ending right now is that lavish type of dreaming. Being lost in reality is ending. Getting a better grip on yourself is where you begin here. Healing. Desert upright. You're growing on something. I don't know what it is. It could be anything in the world. But you're doing it with your blinders on. It looks to me like you're growing on something that is falling apart, according to the card that's at the bottom of the deck. The need to change something pragmatic very quickly and swiftly with the resources that you do have. Judgment point. It seems like there's a semblance of stagnancy here, being stuck in the old instead of moving forward. Coming together with what is now versus the things that you hold near and dear to your heart. There's nothing wrong with what you hold close to your heart. Why can't I talk right? Mercury retrograde. Anyway, nothing wrong with that. But you need to come together with, or at least do your best to understand what may bring you together with others right now, the way things are in society. Healing how you come forward with people in society. Very interesting. Yeah, there's a need for that. Under closure, Daughter of Earth upright. I do believe that this card and this section closure is in tandem with healing here. You have to heal how you come together with people. Interesting. This will bring you closure. And I really like that Venus is in both cards, Desert upright and Daughter of Earth upright. It's not just about seeing things for what they are and coming together with people the way that they are versus how you think they are or feel they are. This has to do with something that you dealt with during Aquarius season, which was the season before this one. And it's like I said, you're just so focused on what's old instead of keeping your mind current. Mercury is in retrograde right now, and that calls you to go back, look at the old things that don't work, reaffirm in yourself how you've been able to establish strong connections with others, not superficial connections. Recognize that you are capable of creating and establishing deep and meaningful connections with others, that not everything has to be superficial, not everything has to be about what's in it for you or what's in it for the other person. It could actually be a lot more deep and meaningful than that when it comes to how you connect with others and communicate with others. Closure. Interesting. Coming up in spirituality, you have Mother of Air inverted. This is going to happen slowly. You're not going to exactly cross over from A to B in a snap. It's not going to happen stat. It's not going to happen right away. Only because you have so many other changes and things that you need to be present for now. You can no longer put them off. You can no longer deny them. The more present you are, the more it benefits you, instead of trying to escape reality for what it is. Interesting. I think I'm talking with some of you that are dealing with low vibrational tendencies. I'm not saying that a person is either 100% low vibrational or 100% high vibrational. There's no such thing. That's idealistic, not realistic. This is not utopia. This is Earth. Moving forward. Let me just say that, okay? I know. Oh, so much attitude. Oh. But I'm just saying, it is what it is. Nothing's ever 100 this or that. Okay? Clarifying endings, which is cyclone inverted, that's already been explained. So long as you remain detached from reality, nothing is going to come to fruition. If you're planning on anything big in your life, if you're planning to expand on something, if you're planning to move forward on something, you have to come together with what is happening instead of thinking that you're detached from it. You don't feel detached from it, not at all. Your emotions keep you there. But the way that you think about it and your psychology with it, I don't know how to put it. The way that you psychologically approach it is you don't approach it at all. It's like it's not even there to you. You just kind of deny it. And as long as you continue to deny what is ending, nothing is going to come to fruition that you've been working on in the future. And that's not good. That's a blockage right there. You're dealing with a blockage. That's what I'm seeing. And this is a blockage that needs to end. Under healing, desert upright, growing things. It's not happening on an emotionally stable foundation. Mode inverted. The number 4 inverted denotes instability. Since it is a water card, we're looking at emotions. There's a bit of emotional instability here that you're dealing with. And there's nothing to be ashamed of about that. Everybody goes through it. No one is 100% lower or higher vibrational. This is Earth. We're here to get through our stuff. So that's totally okay. There's a semblance of other people being in your ear or you being in other people's ear a little bit too much. Superficial connections could also bear the possibility of manipulation. Because when you have superficial connections with other people, and you look at it as one hand washes the other kind of thing, everybody gets what they want versus everybody's actually happy, it's going to continue on that way. You're not going to be fulfilled here, whether or not you are the initiator of this. The good news is that this is fine if you choose it to be. Moving on to closure, daughter of Earth upright. Whew. What is clarifying that? Fate and change upright. Fate calls you to change how you do things, the way you do things, how it manifests. I said how it manifests. Earth card. How it manifests. You need to change how it manifests. How you help things to manifest. This says, I'm control and the uncontrollable. Do not be ignorant of me. Be on your guard. If you are the type to manipulate and to facilitate superficial, meaningless connections as an uncontrollable urge that you have, be on your guard. Absolutely. Do not be ignorant of it. Because it's going to show you exactly why you need to stop doing it. It's not working. Stop doing it. Again, this is a general reading. I'm not trying to yell at you. I'm really not. It's just that this is so, it seems like an ongoing thing. Something old and crusty and dusty that you just, get rid of it. It's not working anymore. It's like an old couch that had not only worn, but it's got all kinds of nasty smells in it. Throw it out. Moving on. Spirituality. Mother of air inverted. Clarifying that. Father of fire inverted. There's a semblance of arrogance here when it comes to being low vibrational or the lower vibrational side of you. And this type of arrogance, when you act on it, is the reason why you go through the karma that you do. Whether it's purely consequential or it's also karma. Yes, karma does not have to wait for the next lifetime. This is not good, Leo. I'm so glad that this is a general reading and this is not everybody. I really am, because I don't like what I'm seeing here. It's really ugly. In my opinion, it's very ugly. And this is why, spiritually and or energetically, you're slow to move forward to the next step. You have South Node here, and you have South Node here. You create your own karma. And like I said, there's a blockage, and the blockage being escaping what's happening in reality. And every time that you do so, instead of facing it, nothing comes to fruition, and you wonder why. You think potentially that other people are standing in your way, when in truth you're creating your own blockage here. Okay, just collecting the cards. Wow. Wow. It's a lot to take in, it really is, because I usually don't have anything like this come up. I'm usually not speaking with anybody who has low vibrational tendencies, but I suppose because it is Pisces season, it covers all that is to be unearthed, as well as psychological patterns. Certain things need to be looked at, even if they are ugly. Like that old couch. Oh, here we are again. Okay, so we got 3. Yeah, I'm pulling more for you. I'm really pulling for you today. Whew, okay. Lord and Lady. First card coming up is Open Your Upright. Something having to do with all of this that have been aforementioned is coming to an end. I'm hoping it's your blockage. I really am. Because it looked really ugly. All of it that came out. It just, oof, that is no way to live. But this is being guided by Spirit, and it is here to help you, even though Mercury is retrograding. I think because it's the Merkaba. I'll stop. Because Mercury is retrograding, it's like you're being called to look at yourself again. How you communicate, how you manage or mismanage things, how you tell the truth, how you manipulate, the deep connections that you might still have, and those that you manipulate to get what you want, making it look like they also get what they want. One hand washes the other mentality. It's not working. And if it is, it's not working for your benefit. Even if it looks like it is. It's really not. Second card, Father of Air, Upright. You're being called to come forward into your higher consciousness. Instead of looking at the manipulation aspect of communication and the superficiality therein. You're being called to move up to your higher consciousness and have an eagle-eye view of your life. Take a really good look, too. Take all the time you need doing it. Because you're going to need to. You're being called to do this. And look at what we have here. She's back. Wake up right. This is when the change begins. When you finally accept the endings that have already occurred. Change the way that you communicate. Move into your higher consciousness. This takes a lot more time than this reading. Trust me, it does. I know. There's some shadow work you got to do. This is when the change begins. Oh, yeah. Neptune and North Node here. This is when you begin all over again. Because this is when you choose to step into your Dharma again instead of living out karma. Leo. I'm disappointed. But I want to help you. If this resonates at all, I will bear the challenge and I will take it. If you need a personal reading, they are discounted up until June this year. I'm here for you. No, it's not easy. But it has to happen. The blockage needs to be unblocked so that your blessings can begin to flow in. Change up the way that you communicate. Have a real good look at everything. And deal with one thing at a time. Much love. Blessed be.